How's it going, guys? My name's Shane. Welcome back to the Horror Basement. And today we're doing The Hills Have Eyes 2 from 2007, which will be the conclusion of our coverage of the Hills Have Eyes series. So far, through the franchise, which covers the original film, The Hills Have Eyes, and its sequel, as well as the remake, which was made a year prior to this film in 2006, I've had nothing but 3 positive reviews to say. And unfortunately, this is not going to be the case for this movie, and I'll get into that as we go on here. But if you do intend to watch this movie yourself, just be warned, content warning for sexual violence and gore. So this movie is, I'll give it credit for it is a novel concept for a slasher movie. Instead of a vacationing family or a group of horny teenagers, our protagonists in this film are actually an entire, I'm not sure if the word is regiment or platoon, I'm not really privy on military terms, so forgive me, but it's an entire team of rookie National Guards men and women. So this troop is sent out into the cannibal murder part of the desert to train at a military installation, which has, of course, just prior to their arrival, been wiped out by the desert murder cannibals that we have come to so know and love. So through the course of the movie, the team manages to kill their own commanding officer, very uniquely named Sarge. They manage to kill Sarge with friendly fire, and from there they have to descend down into the mines that serve as the home of the desert mutant cannibals for this movie, in order to make it back down to their home base and their only shot at salvation. There are 2 main reasons that I do not like this movie. The first are the cannibals, the mutants they're going up against, and the second is the protagonists themselves, the troop. Now, unlike the previous films, they seem to, for one reason or another, have dumbed down the mutants. There's far less speaking amongst themselves, or just speaking lines in general. That, along with the more cartoonish and less realistic style of special effects used, serves to really dehumanize the cannibals. They are, in this movie, more like just straight-up movie monsters or creatures than they have been in previous iterations. So their perceived lower intelligence doesn't jive with how the movie really plays out. Because my second issue is that a troop of between 8 and 10 people armed with M16s should actually do better against the mutants than the previous horny teenagers or the Carter family had. But in order to make the movie more suspenseful and get us all the gore and violence that we need, the troop ends up being some of the most incompetent people ever put to film. And there's a number of scenes where this plays out, but basically they manage to, like I said, kill their own commanding officer with friendly fire, and then slowly get picked off one by one by these, by the mutants, which is explained by use of their, home terrain in the mines and on the, mountain that this is filmed on. But it really plays out to make the characters, the protagonists you're supposed to be rooting for, feel more unlikable. Because it's like how the old trope of people watching a horror movie and screaming at the final girl for running upstairs when she's getting chased instead of running out the front door. But instead of one girl getting chased and making one bad decision, you're watching an entire group of trained soldiers make shitty decisions over and over again, which keeps leading to them being killed off one by one. Yeah, so overall, I give this movie credit for taking a risk and trying to give a new perspective on the slasher genre. But unfortunately, along with the character design for the creatures and how the protagonists are written, I feel like the execution left a lot to be desired. So in conclusion, my disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined. And since this is the end of the Hills Have Eyes series, my cow bones are going back in the pile of cow bones that I keep over there behind the camera. And that's going to be it for today's video, guys. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.